Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Rod Shop. Today we're talking about which blank to choose for which application. Y'all stick around. In a previous video, I've teased you guys that I'm going to start giving you my rod recipes, my personal designs for which application and how I come up with designing a rod. To start with, let's talk about individual blank manufacturers. When you hear the term medium, heavy, fast, what that means is pretty much absolutely nothing. What the manufacturer is telling you that in their line of blanks, that is their medium heavy with a fast action. Now, there is no consistent specification for what a medium heavy rod is supposed to do or a fast action rod is supposed to do. It's just inside of each manufacturer's lineup, this is how they classify their rods. So if you pick up a St. Croix medium heavy fast 7-footer, or you pick up a Rod Geeks, they're going to be close because they use the same technology. But if you pick up an NFC, North Fork Composites, medium heavy fast, it's not going to have the same fishing characteristics. So to try to keep this fairly simple, because this is a complex question to answer, there are thousands of different blanks to choose from. I'm going to stay in the NFC lineup because that's what I build the most on. I like rain shadows for certain applications. I've talked to you about that. I use Rod Geeks, which is basically a St. Croix blank for certain applications. But primarily, I prefer to build on the NFC blanks because I think they're the best bang for your buck. You get the lightest, most sensitive, most cost-effective blank no matter which blank you choose. Now, they will start at $65 and go to $350. In fact, I think they just released a new blank. It's called Air. That's about $600 for the blank. You won't see me building on one of those anytime soon because I don't think it's necessary. So let's start lightest to heaviest and work our way down. You have seen me build on this blank. This is the SJ703 6406 blank. This is a medium light, extra fast, super useful blank for either a spinning rod or what this one is. This one is my spinning rod killer. With a proper reel, you will not ever need a spinning rod in your boat again. Now, this particular one is going to a South Florida client who fishes open water in the canals most of the time. So you're not having to deal with fishing this rod in the slop. Now, this rod will throw 1/4 ounce jerk baits and lighter. I have several in my boat personally where I'll throw a completely unweighted trick worm with a BFS casting reel on it, and I can throw all of the line off of the reel. This thing casts so well, super lightweight baits. So if you're looking for a great spinning rod for your lightweight baits, or you're going to brave the casting rod and the BFS systems, this is the blank for you. Now, I'll put all these numbers down in the description so you won't have to remember what they are, and if I can work it out, I'll put links down there for you. But this is the light end of what I build, the NFC 6406 SJ703-1 medium light, extra fast. That's number one. Number two is the 881. This is the SJ736 heavy power fast action. Now, this is a workhorse rod. This can be a heavy worm rod. This can be a light pitching rod. You can throw, it's got plenty of bend in it. You can throw treble hook baits on it and still have enough spring to where as long as you're throwing it on mono, you won't rip the treble hooks out of a fish by having an overpowering rod. It's got a lot of spring to it, still classified in the heavy power, but it's a very versatile rod. The SJ736-1. This is the LMX X-Ray. This is going to be a little pricier rod, but if you want a high-end, very sensitive, easy to fish rod, this is it. Now, in the same power, this is the MB736 fast heavy. This is an older technology. This is the Delta LMX. Same principle, same action, a little heavier weight wise, not really that noticeable, but quite a bit of difference in pricing. But again, it is a heavy power, fast action rod, great worm rod, spinnerbait rod, light pitching and flipping, all around very useful rod. Okay, now this rod is going in my boat tomorrow morning. We're going to go fish it on Toho. This is my new design worm rod. This is the 386-87 heavy, fast, 7.3, and I'm testing this as a frog rod. I have not fished it yet, but I love the way it responds to my static load testing, so we're going to try to see if we can break this one on a big fish tomorrow. But heavy, fast, 7.3 is the MB 736-1. Now this will throw up to a 1 ounce bait. All right, next is the 650, which is the MB 705, medium heavy fast, but this is the HM series, a high mod series. This is going to be much more expensive rod. Again, you get, the more you pay, typically the lighter it gets, or the lighter it gets, the more you have to pay. This is the high-end, high-mod, 7-foot, medium heavy, fast, ultimate worm rod. This is extremely lightweight, even in the NFC series. This is very lightweight. This one's going up north to fish in some like Tennessee River Valley lakes, but wanted super lightweight, super sensitive for fishing worms, deep water on rock ledges. Just wants the sensitivity, but is willing to pay the price for it. So this is the 650, which is the MB 705 medium heavy fast. I'll handle up to a 3/4 ounce weight. Super high end, but there are other options. If you guys want to shoot me an email, I'll point you in the right direction. But if you want the ultimate rod, this is it right here, the 650. And now getting into the big boys. Now, this is the 835190. It's a 7.6 5 power. It's a medium heavy power, moderate fast action rod that I'm going to cut down to 7.4 for a client also in Tennessee who's going to fish deep, but wants a rod with some give in it, so they'll be fishing braid, be a lot of hook sets from a long distance, needs the power. This is the rod for that application. This is the 835190 medium heavy, moderate fast, but this blank will handle up to 2 ounces of bait. It's got a lot of backbone for a medium heavy. And then the last one that I normally build on, I don't have it on the bench right now, it's the 808. I'll put it in the description below, but it is an 8-foot extra heavy, moderate fast, which will cover any kind of flipping, pitching, glide baits, the giant baits that you're going to sling. I can't do it, my back won't let me do it, but you might be able to sling them all day. This is the blanket you throw the big Alabama rigs on, but it's the MB808 extra heavy, moderate fast. Now, that's a lot of numbers and a lot of information. Look down in the description, and I will do my best to explain exactly which techniques I would use these blanks for. And if you have any questions at all about your next build, please send me an email. I love helping you guys. The reason I'm doing this video is I had several questions last week that all fell in this same category of, we built a couple kits and now we're looking at some of this other stuff and we're not exactly sure. Send me an email. I'll point you in the right direction. But these are the rods that you're going to see me build in the next few weeks. Any questions, shoot me an email. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.